Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out of Bed. I'm Mia Malkova with Gabby Epstein, and today we have the one and only Leah Lamarr. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. You guys are so cute.
Thank you. So are you.
I feel like this podcast should be called Every Man's Wet Dream. I'm just, you know, I mean, I'm not even a man technically speaking, but I feel like that applies to me as well.
We consider it.
I'll take it. I'm kind of rough this morning, but I'll take it.
You don't look rough,
Morning,
Gabby.
it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Gabby's idea when she looks like shit, she's still a 10 and it's nuts. It's so unfair.
Oh,
Like, it actually makes me hate you a little bit.
I'm gonna send you a photo tomorrow morning when I leave my house of what I look like.
I think I've seen you looking.
This is 4 hours of work, and it's still I got something in my eye. Can't.
No one believes you,
Yeah.
but
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you trying to make it seem like you're not hot.
Relatable.
I'm gonna put a photo.
It's a good effort. A for effort.
Insert a photo here, Richie. Of I'll send it to you tomorrow morning.
Does Gabby even work out? I don't know. Do you even have to work out?
What's it like when God spends a little more time on you?
Okay, let's just about this conversation. You two are both just in England, so you guys actually have an excuse for being jet lagged. I'm just hungover from 3 days ago. But you were saying your husband lives in England?
Yeah, way to turn this around.
I could
Honestly,
be a
like
pole
A++.
teacher, I swear to
It was so good. Wait, you were also in England?
I was, yeah. I went for my boyfriend's sister's graduation. She graduated from Cambridge.
Okay, smarty
Oh,
pants.
shit.
I know. I do have a funny story about it, though. So obviously, there's this funny little ceremony that everybody has to do.
Called graduation.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very strange. It's very strange. But anyway, all of the graduates, they're dressed in the cloaks. It's kind of like Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter is based off of it. And we all have to walk behind them in the streets from the school to the Senate House where they get their graduation. And I had planned a really nice outfit. I had these beautiful heels. It's like this nice prestigious event, like kind of stuffy, but everyone was really cool and nice. My feet started bleeding from the hills.
The hills?
The heels. I'm saying I can't say it wrong. Don't make me do that.
Hills.
Oh my God.
I was going to let the first one pass. So come on.
I'm sorry. That's like
knew-
goes to England once. It's the hills, darling.
heels, darling.
Mate, I don't know, mate. You know. Okay, keep going.
They were bleeding. Like my feet are like thrashed right now. There was blood everywhere, and I did my best to hold on to it, but eventually I was like, these shoes have to come off. And so I took my shoes off and I'm running behind everyone.
Barefoot?
Barefoot.
Oh.
I was that person. Barefoot.
They were like, Americans are disgusting.
Exactly.
They're so uncivilized. There's this barefoot bitch running around.
So
And then you just see Prince Andrew and you're like, no one's saying anything about this guy?
We're boobs out or in?
well, I had a trench coat. It was cold.
In.
That makes it so much worse.
It does.
You're like barefoot with the trench coat, bleeding from your feet, nothing under the trench coat. You're just like, okay.
So when I tried to put them back on when we were getting closer to the Senate, I tried to put them back on. Like,
Oh, you're a hero.
I realized that the little straps had fallen somewhere. I don't know how long ago I had lost these straps, but now I have these bleeding feet and no stability in these platforms on cobblestone.
How big are these shoes?
They were like that high.
Oh my God.
It was a very bad decision. They were supposed to be very comfortable.
I'm surprised you didn't come in here on crutches.
My feet are gross. I'll show you guys after.
Show us. Show.
It's really nasty. But anyway, now I'm trying to be in the heels. Oh God.
I should say it one more time. Be in the what shoes?
Heels.
You got this. Yeah.
Okay.
Crushed it.
And I'm tripping every 2 seconds. So finally, thankfully, we found a store and we got me some tennis shoes. So now I'm in a dress, a trench coat, and tennis shoes. And that's how the evening remained. But at least they were a lot better.
How many people did you flash just for fun? Just open the trench coat at graduation?
I wish that I was that wild. I was on my best behavior. It was very embarrassing.
Wait, so is your boyfriend British?
No. His sister just went to school out there.
Love the pretentiousness of it.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
Well, I guess that it's cheaper. It was cheaper for her to go to school out there.
Isn't that
And it was
psychotic?
in the
That's
States,
insane.
yeah.
They're like, hey, do you want to go to a state school in America where all you do is learn how to drink and you spend $100,000?
Yeah.
a year. And people were like, yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
That's crazy. Or to go to Cambridge.
Yeah.
Cambridge, yeah.
Or do you want to go to Hogwarts for $4,000?
Hogwarts. Yeah, we're good.
I think it's 12,000 a year, something like that.
What?
Crazy.
That's a high school.
Why does that make me furious?
That's insane.
Does it?
Yeah. Now I'm so angry about my college experience. That makes me so
In a
mad.
beautiful little town, too.
Wow.
This is making it
It's
worse.
like a full-on college town.
How was your England experience? Like that?
Great. No, actually,
Nothing like that.
I just feel weird because like my feet never bled. I feel like I missed out, but I go there a lot. Like I almost spent almost an entire year there last year. Kind of, I know it's a little crazy. I was back and forth a ton, and I ended up spending almost 8 months there last year.
Wow.
And I know, and I thought about it, I was like, should I move to the UK instead of him coming here? Because we filed for his green card and everything. But my life is here.
Yeah.
Kind of already established a lot of my career, my work, and my social circles here. And while he has a very big, loving family that enjoys spending time together, it's like, aren't I so great?
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to give all that up for just me? For just like a
what I
very
think
mentally
too,
ill
yeah.
person?
We'll come back for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And the summer. Like, I'm probably going to go spend a bunch of time there this summer. No one's upset. Like, oh, you get to spend the summer in Europe. You know,
Yeah.
no one's sad for me.
What part?
So we kind of hop around. But last year we went to Slovenia and Italy and Greece and just
So
had
you guys travel when you're there.
yeah. So we don't really just stay in London the whole time.
Yeah.
So how long have you been back and forth for?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
We got married in 7 months. If anyone wants a course, I will be teaching one.
I would buy that course.
Yeah.
Sure. Just like how to, it's
Okay,
like not how
step
to help
one.
me to get the ring in 7 months. It's like how to hoodwink a guy.
Yeah. Step one,
Trick him.
don't date in LA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Step one, go on a trip around the world and then meet a random person and then bring them back with you to America.
That is a really good idea.
Yeah. We met in Ibiza.
Where all great
You can
love
say it like
stories
that
start.
when you've been. But I know, right? We found love in a hopeless place.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know. It's
With
crazy.
the one success story of a relationship in Ibiza. If any of my friends came to me and were like, I met my husband in Ibiza, shut the fuck up, I don't know how to say it.
You're like, and by husband, did you mean HPV?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, sweetie, I'm sure it's your husband. I'm sure you met your husband at 6 a.m. outside of a nightclub in Ibiza. Sounds like a love story. Is that how you guys met?
Almost. Like, so almost. So basically, it's crazy because it was my first time in Europe. Like, I married the first British person I met. I could have shopped around a little, you know what I mean? But
I mean, I don't mind.
I relate because I married my ex-husband when I was 21 was British. It was I just first
you've been
British
married?
a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah, not really.
You have a good experience.
I think divorce is pretty chic.
Wait, Leah, were you married before this?
No.
Okay.
This is my first marriage. I'm behind.
It's the accent.
I got to catch up. Yeah. But so I was supposed to go to the Dubai Comedy Festival. And there's this crazy thing that happens when I'm in LA where I go, oh my God, if I leave LA, everyone's going to forget I exist. And it's funny because when you leave, everyone
People
does
think that.
forget that you exist, but you're happy to be somewhere else. That's the
Yeah.
only difference. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared to go. And then, but I'm excited. Like, I need to live my life. I need to travel. That's how you get material. You have to go around the world, meet new people, have new experiences, blah, 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 wah, wah, wah. That's what I tell myself. So then my friend was like, why don't you come to Ibiza? We have a really big villa here and you can just come hang out with us in Spain before you go to Dubai. And I was like, yeah, why not? Why not just make like a huge trip of it? So I go, I'm tuck and rolling out of the most toxic situationship ever.
Tuck and rolling.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just got out of it.
Amazing.
I also will say it's the first time in my life I ever left the relationship before the wheels fell off.
That's growth.
Before it literally burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Like the kids are on fire in the school bus and like it broke down.
That's growth, yeah.
This was the first time I was like, maybe we should like make sure the kids are okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm making an analogy about kids.
Yeah.
It's very weird, but I think it works.
It does. I got it.
I need to learn to do that.
Yeah. This is the first time I ever was like, so
It's like a woman thing. Well, just in general, I think it's a woman thing to hold on until the very, very end.
I'll be there collecting the ashes from the burned down house.
It's like there's still hope.
I'm dead. I'm like, here's a red. No, it's fucking
We can rebuild.
dead.
And then I let it rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm like, let's do this again. That was fun. Yeah, take two, baby. Oh my God. Yeah. And then it burns again. Anyway, but it's so crazy because it literally feels like you're on the highway and someone's like, oh, we should get off at this exit before we miss the exit.
Yeah.
And like are in a different city.
And a cliff is like looming. And you see the cliff there, and you're like, I'm just gonna
gun it. I'm
Like,
gonna
yeah.
gun it over this cliff. So basically, this is the first time I ever was like, hey, so are we gonna date or what are you thinking? And he was like, it's not no, but it's not right now. It's not off the table, but it's not on the table. And I'm like,
Wait, this is the situationship, right?
yeah. And I'm like, hey, let's just be friends.
How long
And
does it
he
last for?
freaked out.
How long does the situationship
What?
last for?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, he freaked out because I was like, okay, well then I don't want it.
Yeah.
So I think once I removed the option,
They do that.
then he freaked out. He actually,
I do that.
Gabby, you're the problem.
I'm fully aware. I know.
I love this. Wait, so men probably just like follow you around everywhere you go.
No, we have to stay on you, please. I need to. I want this full story. How long was the situationship? We're talking like a 2 months, a
No,
year?
like 4 months.
That's okay. I hear stories about girls being in situationships for like 2 years, and I'm like, what? How?
I would never disrespect myself that long.
Okay, yeah, good. 4 months. 4 months is solid.
4 months to 1 year, 11 months, and 30 days, but never 2 years.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I've disrespected myself so many times. Like with guys who look like warlocks with handlebar mustaches. Guys who've been to jail 50 times. It's just like, how much do I hate myself? The answer is a lot, apparently.
It's just like we want to fix them.
No, my favorite thing is like if I was in a room of 5,000 people and there was one alcoholic in the room, I would not, like a heat-sinking missile, just find them and then be like, should we get married? I don't know you, but do you want to ruin my life? You know?
Who's your new husband?
Oh, but my husband is an angel.
Okay,
He's exception.
Yes, he's an exception to the rule.
Good.
He's actually, I've never even dated someone for longer than a year.
How long? And you guys
Which
have
is
been together
crazy.
for 2 years, right?
Yeah, total.
Nice. That's a good amount of time. I feel like you know somebody. I mean, I don't know with the long distance, but
Yeah.
it sounds like you still spent a lot of time together.
Oh, okay. There's so many things I can say about this, and I feel like there's so many plot points that I've like missed so far. But I will say I have done long distance before, or dated a guy who went on a trip, which is the same thing.
You went on a trip for 4 days.
You know, yeah.
Miami?
If you're going on a trip, like we're probably breaking up. You're probably cheating on me. And how many times did I Instagram stalk? Like looked at all the girls they started following, looked at their Instagram stories from a Finsta, like absolute psychopath. With my husband, we just trust each other and respect each other. And I've never felt scared about the relationship or our commitment to each other.
Amazing.
That's
My nervous
Amazing.
system is calm.
Yeah.
And that is new. I have no worries. I have no fear.
Is that just a very foreign feeling to you?
It's really hard. I had to trust fall into this relationship because he's just such a sweet person. And well, let me rewind and we'll come to this part. But so basically I go to this villa. My friend Danny was like, we're gonna have so much fun, blah, blah, blah. Fucking love this guy. And I'm crying in Ibiza. I'm like, oh, I had anything that I really like this guy. I really want him to fight for me. I'm like, no one feels sad for you when you're in a villa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it,
Everyone's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm mentally ill. So for 3 days, I'm like miserable. And then my friend Danny was like, I invited a Jew for you. I'm Jewish, by the way, if that wasn't clear from about everything about
Same.
me. But thank God. Baruch Hashem. Okay, and so he was like, I invited a Jew for you. I'm like, dude, that's honestly a little anti-Semitic to assume all Jews are gonna like each other just because we're Jewish. And then I was like, show me his photo. And he showed me the photo. And I was like, push us together. It's anti-Semitic for us not to be together. Which it's so crazy because he didn't tell him anything about me.
As men do, they don't tend to communicate with each other very often or at all.
Or at all. So he shows up and I'm waking up at my usual time, 6 p.m. Are you guys laughing about my nipple? Just
No, that's-
cutting
No,
ice
I'm
over
laughing that they didn't say anything about you. So I was like, yeah, they just showed a picture. And he was like,
I
of
was-
course I'm going.
I was thinking
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
hopefully one that was Facetuned. But so then I see him. I'm waking up at like 6 p.m. I'm coming down the stairs. I see him And I've had love at first sight before, which I now realize in hindsight is lust at first sight.
Yeah.
It's like chaos at first sight. I'm like, oh, wow, you're triggering everything about my past that makes me feel like I'm already in fight or flight, which is what I realize the butterflies are. Anyway, I see him. I don't get that feeling. I get the feeling of, oh, there you are.
Oh, wow. What?
I want to cry. That's so beautiful.
I just felt like I already knew him. And when he saw me, I mean, he fell in love immediately, but
Obviously.
what a little bitch, you know? No, but yeah, it took me a while to really fall for him. I would say like 3 days. And then but the other thing that's crazy is that so there was another couple staying on. Are you crying?
No, my
I can't handle
watering for
emotion.
3 days. I swear to God. I think it's fucking dust from fucking Coachella Valley. Fuck you, Stagecoach. Honestly.
No, it's okay. True love has that effect on people. But
Show Gabby crying. Show Gabby crying.
They've been watering for 3 days.
yeah.
I think I literally.
I'm gonna start crying if you cry. No, don't do this to
She's
me.
crying.
I don't want
crying.
to do this.
Yes, the crying.
No, my makeup looks so good. Stop. Fuck you, Gabby. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Gabby.
Can I have one fucking emotion? One episode, Carlos. Can I show any point of weakness? Fuck you, okay?
I like how you think showing emotion is weakness.
It is. I would
No,
rather.
it's vulnerable.
I would rather throw myself in front of a truck than cry in front of a man.
I'm learning a lot about you in this podcast.
This is great.
That was so beautiful. She just breaks into tears.
I didn't bring the fucking waterproof mascara or eyeliner. Fuck. Please continue.
No, I think this is your show now, you know. Like I hijacked it for a minute, but are you you're bringing can we fly the tissues in, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Wrong person.
Gabby's the one that really needs them.
No, right person.
Another. Thank you, Richie. You're an angel.
Thanks, Richie.
Okay, so before you commandeered my story with your tears, with your fucking emotions.
I hate it.
You know. So when my friend Danny was describing Adam, my husband, he was like, he's so amazing, blah, blah. And then there's this other couple on the island. So I sound like such a fucking douche. Did I sound like I'm in Lost?
It sounds like
the
you're on
TV show?
that movie Couples Retreat.
That sounds like a weird porno.
No, it's with Jonathan
Like, we mix
Favreau.
and match.
It's
Yeah.
actually a really funny movie.
It
I
is
want
cute.
to experience it.
All right. Anyway, so oh yeah. Oh, couples retreat is up. Okay.
It has no relevance to the story. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you guys are giving Amazon free airtime. Like, get this out of here. Unless you're a sponsor, in which case we love Amazon. Anyway, so then this couple who I'd become friendly with the past 3 days, they're such sweet angel people, like really great souls. Okay, so they're just beautiful souls. Anyway, I was like, tell me a little bit about him. And they were just like, he's so sweet and thoughtful and nice. And he's just a really good guy. And I was like, you guys are just trying to get your friend laid. And they're like, no, he's just really great. And I was like, well, what's wrong with him? And they're like, nothing. He's just awesome. And I'm like, well, why isn't he dating someone? They're like, why aren't you dating someone?
Yeah.
I hate.
Okay. Well, I was, but anyway, and then I met him and we went to a nightclub that night. And everyone was like pounding drugs. We went to Pasha, which is the #1 notoriously loudest nightclub in the world. That's what it's known
That
for.
sounds awful.
I didn't have earplugs, so I went to the bathroom and I got toilet paper and stuck it in my ears like a psychopath. And he came out and he bought earplugs. He's like, would you like these earplugs? But with British accent. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, actually, do you want to go outside and talk? And I was like, yeah. And we went outside, we started talking, and he did something that no guy in LA has ever done before. Asked me a question about myself
Yep.
That's so true.
and actually seemed interested in what I was saying.
True.
There were follow-up questions. It was almost like he was listening to what I was saying. It was very odd. I've never experienced it before, so I was really trying to take in what was happening.
Yep. Shock value must have been through the
It
roof.
was crazy. Yeah. And it's funny because I was so jet lagged and I felt like I wasn't being the best version of myself, but I didn't care because I was just like, I'm not going to date this guy. Like, I kind of just wrote him off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he's so nice. I already have him in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he was still interested. And I was like, I think that, like, there might be like a screw loose. If
What do
he's
you
like
mean?
still into me and I'm not being the best version of myself.
What do you mean? Why weren't you being the best
I was
version?
so tired.
But were you being rude? Were you just being
No, I just like wasn't funny. And like, I didn't feel like I was in my body. I was just like,
yeah.
I was just,
kind of out of it?
and I was still thinking about this other dude. And I was sad. And then I saw a hot guy, so hot, start walking into the club. And I said to Adam, I was like, can you hold my purse? I'm just going to the bathroom. I chased this
He
dude
knows the
into
story,
the
right?
club.
He knows the story.
He knows now. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
God.
of course. I chased this dude into the club. And then I stopped myself and I go, Leah, what happens every time you see a guy like this? What happens every single time? You've done this how many times? Do you want to be alone forever? Why don't you just go give the nice guy a shot? And I, like a dog with my tail between my legs, walked back out. I was like, hey. He didn't know what had happened, obviously.
Yeah.
But he was just there. He was there holding my purse.
Oh my God.
Like someone had just vomited all over the floor in front of him. Like it just, I felt like I was in a rom-com where like the nice guy's holding. And can I just say, my husband is very hot to the point where you'd be like, why would you chase that other guy when you're with this
Yeah.
really hot, nice guy? Because broken.
Yeah.
Beep boop, do not wear. You know, I think like the mental health part was sold separately when they made me. And so, yeah, then I was like, okay. And I just sat with this guy all night. And then that was it.
That's so cute.
It was like that forever. And I've never dated a nice guy. So it was really hard for me because my thoughts were, is this real? Is this a tactic?
Yeah.
Is this going to end? Is he love bombing me? Like, because I'm so used to guys who are
LA.
LA guys. No offense, LA guys, you know what you've done. And so, did you just give a piece?
He's
Yeah.
like, I feel personally
That's so
attacked.
funny. And then the moment I knew that I knew, I was going to Croatia with everyone else, and he was staying in Ibiza for a hen party. That's what they call them in England. It's a bachelorette party.
Okay, a
But
hen-
if that shows you how emotionally in touch he is, he was going to his like best girlfriend's bachelorette party.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Really cute.
Yeah.
So then I go to Croatia, but so right before we leave, we technically had rooms on the opposite side of the villa, like across a garden, I would say. And he never stayed in his room. He stayed in my room the entire time. Okay. But his suitcase and everything was in his room. So I had written him a little love letter, like hand wrote him, and I was going to sneak it into his luggage.
So cute.
And then I saw him walking toward me and coming across back to my room, and he had his arm behind his back and I had my arm behind my back.
No.
And I was like, what's behind your back? And he was like, nothing. What's behind your back? And I was like, nothing. And I was like, where are you going? And he's like, nowhere. I'm like,
Shut the fuck
and he was,
up.
yeah. And he was like, where are you going? I was like, nowhere. And then he's like, what's happening here? And I was like, I was just going to put this letter in your suitcase. And then he pulls his arm out and he was like, I was just going to put this letter in your suitcase.
Cut to Gabby.
I just got mascara everywhere. Guys, no zoom ins on this episode, please. That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And the rest is kind of history.
He was going to leave you a little love letter.
He wrote me a whole love letter.
A whole love letter, like a page?
Yeah, so cute. It was front and back.
Double-sided?
Yeah, the pussy's that good.
Wow.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I know.
Wow.
I know. And then I left. I was sobbing. And he wasn't crying. And I was like, wait a second. What's happening here? And then he called me later. He's like, hello. He's like, I cried in the whole cab. And I was like, okay, good. And then I went to Dubai for the comedy festival and we talked the whole time. And then I flew back to I was going to fly back to LA and I was like, no, I'm going back to London. I got to see this guy and make sure that this was a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I went back and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. That's it.
That's so cute. And you just knew straight away. I always thought that was a lie when people said that.
When people say, when you know,
Yeah.
and then you want to stab them in the fucking throat.
Yes.
Yeah, I hated it until it happened to me.
Okay.
Just right away. That's nuts.
It was so weird. It was just a feeling of calmness and knowing.
Yeah, I haven't had that.
And it-
And then
I know what that's like.
yeah, cut to like 6 weeks later, I'm in London. And the guy that I had dated previously starts blowing my phone up.
I hate him already.
Wait, were you posting that you had a new guy, or could he just like?
I posted very briefly, but then I lost 2,500 followers from one Instagram story.
Of what, his arm?
No, I put him in there for literally 3 seconds. And then I had to make a story after that. I made a story after that was just
tits.
that. Yeah, no,
Head
I was
back.
like, guys, if you follow me for comedy, you have to understand I'm also a person, and at some point I will date someone and hope they stay forever.
Wait, really? People-
Yes, I made a story because I had to address the fact. It was so crazy. It was so crazy.
Wait, Leah, you started. Has that happened with other men before, but was it because it was like more serious?
I never really posted other dudes,
Okay, so that could have been it.
but I was just so smitten.
It's amazing to me. That
And I also was like, was it a little fuck you in case my ex was looking?
yeah.
Maybe.
Hard to say.
Both.
But I mean, I shouldn't even use the word ex. I also, oh my God, the way that you bend over backwards for dudes that are wrong for you is so crazy. And not
is.
just literally, but also like, oh my God, I forgot this happened. I feel like I'm having a like PTSD moment. Okay, so did you guys want to talk on this podcast or?
No,
No,
this
you're
is-
great.
No, we're honestly here for you. I love this so much.
Yeah.
Every time if I go on a date with a guy, if I walk in, if I don't get that knowing feeling by the appetizers, I'm fucking
just
walking
gonna
out.
leave.
Yeah.
Do you just crush men?
Yes,
love
I
that.
see it. I see
I
it.
like this narrative.
I feel like you're a man eater.
Yeah.
No.
He's a man in a man.
I'm not.
I think they just fall in love with you and you could care less.
No, that's not true, guys.
Wait, no, Gabby ran after you outside of Equip.
Please don't beep that name out
Of
because
course,
he is
but I'm
riddled with
just saying.
STDs and I didn't hang out with him.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Wait, is this episode just called the episode where Gabby cries the whole time?
Yes,
Be
it is.
really
I swear
beautiful.
to God. Guys, is my eyeliner everywhere?
No, it's
No,
not.
you look great.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Okay. Where were we at the point in the story? No, I honestly don't want to talk. I want to hear about this whole amazing love story because this is my new standard.
Are you looking for marriage?
Well,
Have you been married?
no,
Okay.
no, like very like close, like twice, but no, I it takes me a long time to like somebody, and then I don't give anything. I'm like, why can't you read my mind and tell me that you like me? Because I have trouble showing weakness. So sometimes I would rather like stab myself in the throat than like tell a man that I like him until it's like 2 years in.
Is your dad an alcoholic?
No, I have the best dad ever. Like, I have an amazing dad.
What happened?
Very
to you?
present.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, who?
Like, I don't know. Like, everyone's like, you sound like you have daddy issues. My dad, I swear to God, the most like physically and emotionally present dad ever. Amazing childhood, phenomenal parents.
Wait,
and
that's what it is.
What?
Nobody's gonna compare to
Yes.
your dad.
You have really great parents,
Yeah.
so you're just like, I don't care until
I knew
I
I,
don't
could
trust
blame
all
them
these little
somehow.
twerps.
blame them. Yeah.
I was like, I have no one to blame for the why I am the way I am. We've cracked the code.
You just call your parents on the way out, like, couldn't you have yelled at me a little bit?
I know, I think I did blame my mom once. I was like, you love me too much. You're too overbearing and involved in my life. I was on my period. It's fine.
But you were dating a girl, so it was like horrible because you guys were on your periods at the same time.
I've never dated a girl, but if I could choose my sexuality, I would.
Have you dated a girl?
I haven't dated a girl. I consider myself bisexual.
Yeah.
Just because like I'm very sexually into women, but I don't know if emotionally. And also I know that I prefer men. When I was younger, I was confused about it, but as I've gotten a little older, I've solidified, yes, penis.
That's interesting because I think from the waist up, I could date anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it came to vag, I was like, oh, there's nothing wrong. I just like absolutely hate it. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Like,
you
it's
said
not
you were-
you. It's definitely me. I just,
You said
I
you
need,
were
like,
an
a big-
8-day lesbian?
yeah, I was lesbian for 8 days. And I really, if I'm honest, the thing I liked most was the attention. It was so
That's right,
crazy.
I love attention.
Yeah, we'd go out to a restaurant and be like, yeah, that's right. two hot women out on a date. That's right.
That's
you know,
hot.
and I was like, oh, that sucks that I'm just like an attention whore so bad, you know. And then
We
I was
all
like,
are.
oh.
That's why we're in social
Look
media.
at us right now, like,
Yeah, no, it wasn't for me. But I was like, I need like a big hairy dude to like fuck me behind until my eyeballs pop out.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
You okay?
So,
Men, are you right over there?
Carl just having a mental image. He's just gonna leave the room for a second.
Yeah, some women like hair. I like love body hair in a man. I think if a guy
I do-
shaves his
I do
chest,
too.
it doesn't work for me.
I like men to look like men.
You like body hair?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. I've never dated a really hairy guy.
Oh, I
For some
couldn't
reason,
imagine
all the
if he was
guys I-
hairless. That'd be so weird.
Every guy I've dated is hairless.
Like a hairless cat.
Yeah, or like a hairless mole rat. I don't
Why
know.
is every guy I've dated hairless?
Every guy you've dated is hairless.
Even when they
Maybe this is why you don't
even when
like
they
them.
trim down their pubes too much, I'm really turned off by it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? you thought way too much about this. Now I'm turned off.
Really?
The thought-
Yeah, I hate it. Like, not a huge bush, but like sometimes it's way too perfect. Just makes them seem insecure to me.
Interesting.
I'm just doing like a mental catalog right now. I'm like, why is every guy I've ever dated hairless? And I liked it.
You've only dated Ken dolls?
Yes.
That's so creepy.
Not like I'm not talking like male model type guys. Like they look like guys, but when they eventually take their shirt off, they have no hair. And I'm okay with that.
I lost my breath.
like it.
I became breathless for a second. That's so crazy.
Wow.
Are they shaving it or are they waxing it? What's going on?
Yeah, I think it's the process to eliminate the hair that gives
It's so
me the ick.
unattractive. Yeah. Same.
I think they were just genetically inclined to not grow hair in those places.
Just Nordic men. You
I
only date
think
Vikings?
So.
Yeah.
Wait, did Vikings not have hair?
I don't know. I just suddenly backtracked on that. You know?
Whereas every guy, we're talking like full on chest hair.
The
full-on
guy
back
I
hair.
lost my virginity to, when I took his pants off, I thought he was the missing link. I thought he was like wearing a Chewbacca costume at first. I've never actually seen a hairier ass in my life.
Hair your ass?
And I was like, come to mama.
Oh, I've never had that experience at all. Wow.
I felt like
flossing.
it felt like my hands could get stuck. Oh my god! Oh my god! Am I okay?
No.
Up to mama.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like a little demonic, but yeah. Wow.
Well, I'm
Do I
just,
like myself? Yeah.
I'm just like picturing is it like the not this guy specifically, but is it what's that Steve Carell movie where he's like a 40 years a virgin or something?
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, where he's like getting his back waxed. Are you talking
Yeah.
like that back hair?
40 years of virgin?
We know what I meant,
What
Carlos.
they
And
called
you know,
it in Australia?
you know what? I'm
That's
crying and
very
pick me when I'm
hairy.
down.
That's very hairy, like full back hair. But at least give us some chest hair.
Okay, thank you for the visual image because yes, I'm into that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, this is what we're talking about. Okay.
I'm in. 100%, hundo P in.
He's Jack, too.
Steve Carell.
Yeah. Minus the pink patches.
Wow. Okay. I've never had that experience.
I'm so in. I love it.
My goodness, I really
know.
need to expand my horizons. I don't know what they look like with a shirt on. It must just be like dolphins, like a hone. What's it called? A honing beacon.
Wait, you're like, I've never met a man with clothes on.
No,
Like
yes, I don't-
swimsuit models.
shut my mouth before I.
No, we love this. This like my mind is. I'm expanding now. My brain is like, wow, there are other options out
You
there.
can't. You're done. You're locked in. You're done. There's no more experimenting.
Life is long, but no. Okay. So what was I talking about?
We're into
It
wildebeest.
doesn't matter. Just treating myself like a pile of garbage. Yeah, I bend over backwards for this dude. I mean, I had COVID.
The situationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first time we had sex, I had COVID, but he was going on a trip. And he was like, I think we should still do it.
That sounds like me.
And he was staying in a hotel. Wait, this is so crazy. I can't even believe I'm telling the story. Okay. So I wear, and I'm not joking, a hazmat suit.
No way. Well, how do you even have a
It's
hazmat?
amazing. I want to have sex in a hazmat suit.
Because during COVID, I ordered every piece of protective gear.
I
you
had some
have.
hazmat suits during COVID too.
I like how you're like, how do you have a hazmat suit? I ordered all of them.
I thought it was psychotic.
No.
Okay.
I'm the opposite. I was sharing everyone's drinks. Like I was
Same.
never got COVID, baby.
Really?
What?
Yeah, never got COVID.
I think it's because you're Australian.
I think my immune system is just like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
We've had worse. Like,
I want your immune system. Can I be reborn as an Australian?
yeah, it does not involve fucking hazmat suits.
Okay, hazmat suit with 2 masks on. We opened the window. My face was toward the window. I ripped a hole in the crotch. And that is how we had sex for the first time.
The first time.
That was the first time we had sex.
That's so
Is it like
cool,
shocking this
though.
didn't work out?
No. I mean, it was his fault. You were badass.
Is it
Yeah, but
bad?
psychotic.
But is it bad that in my mind, if a guy wanted to have sex with me like that, I'd be like, he loves me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. She's gonna have sex with me when I'm sick.
Yeah. But also, isn't it interesting though that like my idea was the hazmat suit? I was like, this will be fun.
Not really.
We once
I
did.
don't know. It just sounds adventurous.
Yeah. No.
I mean, the first time is,
Funny.
yeah, for it to be the first time, like once he's in love with me, I'd be like, okay, I'll go wear whatever, I'll do whatever. He's fine. I've got him locked down. The first time I want to be like, try and make an effort, you know, for
She
a little bit
She
romantic.
made an effort.
No, she made an effort. It wasn't romantic, but she made an effort. There's a big difference between the two.
We had pizza after. It was fine. I also have a photo of it, and I will show it to you when the podcast is over.
Was it yellow? Was it yellow like this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
This is so crazy. Also, it's not as if he's a bad guy. Like, he's not a bad guy. It
Yeah.
just didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's fine.
he's fine.
I wanted to say that because I felt like I
you were
painted
shitting
him
on him.
like a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit.
Well, in
Just not my person.
comparison to your husband.
My husband is... I think it's really hard to come by guys like that.
True.
And I know that because all of my single friends who call me and tell me their dating stories is just nightmare after nightmare. I have forgotten what it's like to be in the scene, and the streets are so scary. Like, the streets are not good.
Streets are terrifying.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Good. Very good.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a boyfriend.
Yeah,
You're not in
two-
the streets.
No.
Wait, did you
2
say
years
2?
in.
Oh, I was like 2 boyfriends.
No. I
I
wouldn't
was like, let's go. Yes. Yeah. You're running the streets, girl. Okay. And you're...
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like that. What's it called?
She's
What do
in
they
the
call it?
streets.
What do they call
crying.
it? What do they call it? Shut up, girls.
She's crying.
My eyes are watering. Big difference. What do they call like the street? The guy who stands in the middle of the street with like a stop sign and directs traffic. That's me in the streets. What do they call that guy?
like the...
Crossing guard.
I'm a crossing guard in the
Cross guard,
streets.
yeah.
Wow. And no one
I'm
gets
like, stop,
walk.
go, wait, hold on, maybe turn left here, take like, you know, an abrupt exit, get the fuck off the freeway. That's me.
Oh.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. What I think this is called is self-love.
For her,
Yeah.
she has very high standards.
Yeah.
True.
You're not just... You don't just continue to date annoying
no,
bad
I
people.
dated- Not a very good. How do I phrase this? I dated someone who was not good for me for 4 years.
Yeah.
When I first moved to LA. Okay, this is why. So in Australia, I had 2 long-term boyfriends. Amazing people, incredible, like great men, great human beings.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out. They wanted to get married, have kids, they're too young. And I went to live in LA. And then when I moved to LA, I was like, oh, all guys are normal and nice and wholesome.
Aww.
Yes.
We learned that the hard way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I started dating someone when I first moved here for like 4 years. And I am the person that I was the person. I'm not this now. Now I run the first red flag. I bolt.
Yeah.
But I was the person who collected the ashes of the house and then tried to rebuild the house and burn it down again. Mm-hmm. And that was a very big awakening to how men in LA, I was like, oh, everyone's just being dramatic about men in LA. We're in the entertainment capital of the world. People don't move here to be selfless or to, find a wife and to have a family. But now I'm the opposite. Now my problem is the first sign of a red flag, I run.
When a guy's looking in the mirror longer than I do, I'm like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stop taking selfies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't fuck someone who's posting a selfie.
I can't either. It's so unattractive. Well, I can fuck them.
I mean, I've done it.
I'm just not going to want to date them.
Yeah.
It makes me feel very, I don't know, explain, insecure. If somebody's pretty, like, it makes me feel like I have to be the best version of myself and pretty all the time.
But you are pretty all the time.
No. But thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just gonna say, isn't that like one of your biggest turnoffs, Gabby? Selfies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If a man has a selfie, immediately no. Oh. Now I like first dates because there's no pressure. There's no pressure. And like everyone's on the best behavior. And then it's like, I don't know. Then I start like looking. Now I look for red flags. Before I used to breeze past them. And now I like, if someone takes too long texting back, I'm like, next.
Yeah.
Do you know what's a big like no for me? I will instantly be turned off if I get hit up at 3 a.m. with just to come over. I will instantly be like, you will never see me again. Like, yeah, I'm willing for this to just be a hookup, but you're not going to treat me like that. Like, at least get to know me type of situation. Have respect for your hookup.
I've never had that.
I've never had that either.
But you've never had anyone like text you at 3?
I think I'm too mean.
I don't think I've ever gotten a you up text.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Just like one from my dad at 8 a.m.
I've never gotten a you up text.
I don't think I've gotten one.
Well, it was a DM.
Oh.
But I was really enjoying having sex with him until that happened.
Ew. We hate him now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my other thing is I'm so bad at showing emotion too.
What? From this podcast, I wouldn't be able to tell that. Yeah.
With girlfriends, fine. Like I will like they can cry to me, cry on my shoulder. Great with girlfriends. With guys, like I said before, I will never even tell them I like them until I was like 2 years in and we're married and have like a dog and live together. And then I'll be like, I kind of like you.
But I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. I've had guys say that to me. They're like, do you like me? I'm like, I've been seeing you for like 6 months now. Like, do you like spending time with me? And I'm like, I get like, I just can't say it. I can't say things. So, and men here are softer and they like validation.
Yeah.
And I don't give them that, which is a struggle.
I don't know. I'm very.
I bet there's an anonymous group of men who get together, like a support group of men who've dated you. We're just like, yep. And she never said I even like you. I mean, all I know is that every time I went there, I had to shave my whole chest.
I can't do it. Oh, now I'm just too cynical. So date me.
That was a great advertisement. Oh my.
Yeah.
You seem so. Wait, okay, so when you're dating someone for 6 months, are you also dating other people?
No. Once I start, if I am like sleeping with somebody, I'll only sleep with that person.
Okay.
One, because of time, effort. 2, I'm so weird about hygiene. Like, if I'm sleeping with you, I'm not sleeping with anyone else. I don't want you to be sleeping with anyone else. Like, with like sex, I'm such a hygiene freak.
You're like, this is so weird, but I don't want to get an STD.
Yes.
That sounds crazy.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want an STD. Yeah. Like, if you want to sleep with other people, cool. Don't sleep with me. Go sleep with like groups of other people. I don't care. But I'm a fucking hygiene freak with that stuff.
Me too.
It grosses me out. Sorry to be that person, but like.
The only time I ever dated kind of 2 people at the same time was when I was dating this guy who would not have sex with me.
Was he gay?
Why?
He's for sure gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
okay.
Which is fine.
It's totally fine, but like,
Don't
let
waste
me
your time.
go.
Yeah.
And of course, there's something wrong with me that I was like, we're going to figure this out. You know what I mean? I was like, no, I'm going to stick this out. Like, we've really got something here.
But I'm also going to go get my marbles on the other end.
But he said to me, he was like, I really, like, if you need to have sex. He said
that to you?
Yeah, he's like, you know, I have no problem with you like sleeping with someone else. You know, because then that side of you will be fulfilled and we have this great relationship.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what we have is called a friendship. But
Yes.
I hear you. I still stay in that for another like 6 months. Oh my God. I can't even get, that is such a tragic
You guys
story.
never have sex once?
Oh, no, we had sex. We dated for 10 months, and I think we had sex maybe 8 times.
What?
Total. And like 3 of them, he didn't even penetrate me. Like, he used a rabbit. I actually found a really sad note. I just got a lot of my stuff out of storage, and I saw a note that was just me writing furiously, like, Dear Diary. And in it, it was like,
fuck me today.
I literally was like, yo, but that rabbit slaps, though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like, that's how delusional I was, that I was like, this will be okay. This will be... Anyway, so I did have sex with someone else during that time.
Mm-hmm. But he said it's okay. You are on the same page.
Yeah, but I felt empowered for maybe 3 minutes. And then I was like, oh no, this is like a really big flaw in my relationship. I should probably take a look at this. And then I didn't.
And you didn't?
No, I kept dating this guy. Oh my God. It was that was a psychotic relationship.
I relate to that though. What my most recent ex, that was our biggest issue. Like, among other things, I realized after we separated. But the biggest issue is that he didn't want to have sex with me.
What did he
And we
say the
dated
reason
for
was?
like 3 years.
And you stay with him?
Yeah, because I had loved him. We were best friends at the time, and we had like
Relatable.
dogs. We moved in with
Yeah.
each other, so there was all of these things. But he had just said like my personality wasn't very sexy. Like I didn't like come on to him enough. Which I'm really not. I'm not the type of person to come on to somebody. Like, I'm not attracted by somebody not wanting to jump on top of me. You jump on top of me, that's hot. Otherwise, like, I'm
Especially
not
if it's your
sexual
boyfriend.
mood. Yeah. I wore a
He
lot
was
of
like-
sweatpants around the house.
What?
Yeah.
I like how he was like, we're best friends, but I hate your personality.
He loved my
Like, what?
personality. He just didn't think it was sexy. He didn't think it, yeah. I don't know.
That made me
That's what.
furious.
That's the opposite of like why I stay with my ex. Because it was just the sex. Just the sex. And he loved it when I was like dressed down and looked.
That's
no
what I
makeup
need.
on.
I need somebody to jump my bones when I feel like shit.
Oh, I look terrible. And he was like, you're hot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a man I want to stay with. Why would I get dressed up and go out and meet new people who are probably better for my mental health when I could have this?
My husband is always hard. I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's almost annoying where I'm like, you still find me like this. Like I woke up in the morning, I'm shit all over my face, and he's like, hi, and I'm like, no, what?
I love that. That's
It's
how it
really
has to be.
nice. I know,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
There are some girls whose guys, husbands, boyfriends, like they need them like dressed up. Could never be me.
That could never
No.
be me.
I'm like, I need you to fuck me when I have morning breath and like gunk in my eye.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I tried once dressing sexy. It worked for one day. It worked for one day. The next day I got ignored again.
Oh my God.
Crazy, babe.
I know.
That's so not sustainable.
No, well, that's why we're not together.
God, see, that's why I start off low. I set the bar low because then when you dress up, they're like, holy shit. But if you start high, you can only go down from there. I'm like, don't get your hopes up. This is happening once a week for date night. Maybe I'm putting this much effort. And then, but you know, the first time has to be like down there. Then I get the hopes up.
I start high and then I slowly dwindle.
You go to the opposite. You go to the opposite.
And then eventually it's just sweatpants and no makeup and, acne patches on my face.
And I'm like, why is he
I'm
looking at
singing
other
the
girls on
Sound of
Instagram? That's so
Music.
weird. Yeah.
No, I'll start low, like low, like, and then you only go up. It's just science.
That's really smart.
I mean, you're good. You're in a very happy relationship. But if God forbid something ever happens, try
Start
that next
low.
time.
Okay. I like that.
Then they're just stoked with whatever you give them after that. Like,
This is crazy news.
what?
Just from everyone.
Is it?
I don't know. I hate the fact that your boyfriend was like, your personality isn't sexy to me.
Yeah.
That
But you know what? It was more about him than me. And I knew that even when he said it at the time. It didn't make me feel bad about, like, I love my personality, which
Yeah.
is why, like, I tend to be best friends with whoever I'm with. It was more that he had intimacy issues and he needed more of a slut in bed. I'm very much a slut. Like, I can play a slut, but it's playing it up. And when I'm with somebody, I want to be completely authentic. And so it just doesn't come out that way.
Was it like that from the start, or did he bring that out later?
I At the start, it wasn't like that because I was actually his favorite porn star. So it's not that he wasn't attracted to me. He had a massive crush on me.
Oh, so he just had this fantasy of you,
Yeah,
the reality of you.
of us, and
you
the
couldn't
reality
live up to. I get it.
exactly.
Okay.
The reality of me was not a porn star.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he was a fan.
he was a fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
makes
We got
sense.
to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
We got to the bottom of it. But I have a rule where I don't date fans
Have you
because
ever?
of that. Well, no, so I'm actually really grateful that, and I'm not trying to, like, I don't have a huge following or anything like that, but like, I'm grateful that my friend Danny never showed my profile to Adam, because I would never want someone like go through and be like, oh, this person has like a big presence or like, you know, in America and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, not a huge profile or whatever, but bigger than some people, right? And so, also like guys will come up to me after shows all the time
Well, yeah.
and like try to ask for my number, like guys with girlfriends, like, oh my God. Crazy the amount of,
Comics?
why did you have to bring that up?
Why is this?
I have dated enough comics. I've dated enough comics to know not to date comics now.
Why?
I would rather die. I would rather literally be reincarnated and have to go through this hell again than share who I've dated. But also, I never posted about any of them.
Not name dropping, but why is it bad to date male comics? Like, how are they different from female comics?
Oh no, we're all bad. We shouldn't. No, two, you know, like no two headshots.
Two wrongs don't make
Yeah,
a right.
Yeah. No, we're all very mentally ill. But I do definitely think like no two headshots per relationship.
That's fair.
Like two people who want to be in the spotlight should never date. But I think comics are on a slightly worse scale, like a higher scale of being really broken. Actors are bad. Don't get me wrong. Musicians, woof. But comics, there's like, look at the Me Too movement. It's like, why is every comedian canceled, but yet all of these like rock stars haven't been canceled?
That's true. I haven't thought.
It's weird.
Wait, why are comedians broken?
I think they have a larger. They speak so authentically on podcasts that they get themselves canceled. And I also think they're kind of dumb and like will Snapchat girls and not realize they can screenshot it.
It's also, I think comedians are more mentally ill than most, because you have to have such a God-sized hole in your heart to fill. Like, this void is so big about going on stage and you're just talking about your life. That's pretty intense. And I'm giving the power to you to tell me with feedback of laughter that my story and who I am is good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Music
that's
is
true.
like a little more detached.
Yeah.
Acting is a little more detached. Stand-up is really raw. Like, I mean, of course, people tell jokes about politics or this, right? But like at the core of it, I do think that a lot of it comes from like, I live and die on stage, me only. I don't have a band around me to support me. You know, I don't have a whole crew and cast, can't do it over. It's all real time. So that's really vulnerable and really intimate.
Yeah.
And when you go to shows, you're like, I need to know that do you love me now? Like, it's immediate
Yeah.
feedback.
Yeah.
Do you love me now? Like, was that joke
Yeah.
funny? You like that joke? Because that was about me. So I'm really glad you like that, because that means I'm good.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think that's kind of what happens. And I think a lot of people get into stand-up thinking it's therapeutic. And then as you kind of grow in comedy, you're like, no, therapy's therapy. Comedy is comedy. And of course, you know, a lot of people tell dark jokes about their life and, you know, whatever. That's all good and fun. But I think there is a separation.
Yeah, I mean, you think of actors like they're reading from a script. So if someone criticizes their movie or acting, it's like they can take one step back and it's like, I didn't write the script, I didn't
Yeah.
produce it, I didn't direct it.
Yeah.
There's like some avoidance of accountability, or like they don't take the direct criticism and feedback.
Yeah.
But I guess comedy is you
It's
have
you.
to take it from your own life.
Yeah.
You're the actor, writer, director,
And it's
producer,
real
you're
time.
everything.
And
You're staring.
And sometimes I
audience.
hear comedians talk about their girlfriend or boyfriend or their ex-girlfriend and boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know if those relationships were public, but I would die if an ex of mine got up and told jokes about me, even if he didn't drop my name. Like, if people knew, if I knew, I'd be like, oh my God. But you have to draw from your own life.
I'm just sitting here thinking about all the exes I talk about. I'm
Oh
like,
no,
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite. I talk about them on the podcast. So like it's the same thing.
True.
I don't ever name drop or anything, but
Yeah.
they know and I know. And it'd be the same thing with like stand up. I just don't want to be in the position that I put them in. So
I made a rule, no boyfriends come to shows after I dated this one guy. Oh my God, so hot. Like literally a Ken doll. The most perfect look. Honestly, he'd be great for you. I should connect you guys. Hairless, blonde hair, blue eyes, gorgeous. He's an actor. Don't date him. Okay, so he, no, lovely guy. Genuinely the sweetest person. Mm-hmm. He came to a show, and afterward, I can never go to Barney's Beanery in Burbank again, but he had an absolute meltdown. He just started crying. He's like, "You're so funny, but like you talking about having sex with other guys." And he had a full, and I was like, first of all, this little bitch.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm like, did you think I was a virgin? Did you think I was a virgin before I met you? Number one. Number two, sure, I could tell jokes about other things, but like that's what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
And if you don't find it funny,
don't come.
Like I can't have you coming.
Also,
this
somehow
is my job.
he took it personal.
Well, I'm just like, did you know it's okay for me to have had sex with other people, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that you know I wasn't a virgin, right? Just to be clear.
And to work.
Yeah, like
what were you
that,
saying?
okay?
That this other guy was the best sex you've ever had in your life and the biggest dick you've ever seen? Was that the joke?
No.
Gabby has a point. Well, what were these jokes?
I'm just saying.
Oh, no. It's funny because when you said that, I immediately thought of a guy that I didn't have a joke about yet at that time.
I was gonna say if I was dating somebody and they were like, "Oh, my ex-girlfriend had the best pussy of all time, best sex,
nothing will ever compare."
I might cry. I might cry.
Yeah, I'm still in love with her. And it's like,
I'm still in love with her. I really want her back.
She's the one that got away. Now I'm dating this dumb whore, and God, I gotta get away from her, man. Yo, the girl I'm dating right now, oof, man, her pussy stinks. Yeah, I don't know, you know.
I'd be like, babe, I know it's just comedy, but no, I'd burn his house down for sure. But
I feel like I've seen someone do that exact set actually.
So wait, what were the jokes that you made about your ex-boyfriend that the guy you were seeing was upset about? Was it actually
so long ago now?
No?
I don't even remember which exes I was making jokes about. Mm-hmm. God, it was so many dudes ago. Like so many dicks in my life. But I just can't remember which dick it was. I'm such a big whore. No, I have no idea what the joke was about, and it would have been even funnier. I remember I used to have this joke about this guy I dated who broke up with me, who had a micro penis.
Did he really?
He broke up with me.
Wait! Was it actually like?
It was
technically a micro penis.
It was no. This was in college. The literal size of the size, width, and height of my pinky finger. Hard.
You did hate yourself.
I hated myself. But wait. But here's the best part about it. I think he was testing out his dick on the Jew. So he's super Christian. This is so crazy. He's so Christian. And he said he was saving himself for marriage. And again, must have hated myself because I was like, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's great. Let's not have sex until we get married. Like psychopath. This is my first year of college. I'm so dumb. And I think
optimistic.
I think what he wanted was to see if he had the right inclination that his dick was actually very small. Because fucking Jew over here, Jew's gonna touch his dick. Let's get this Jew whore to see if my 2-inch dick, 1 millimeter in width, is gonna tell me if it's okay or not. And I think I gasped. There was like an audible. I was like, oh, maybe he's like a grower, not a shower. But like that was a grow. It was fully grown.
It was grown.
And so I went down and I like, it's hard to jerk off a
do this
pencil. It was really, but the thing is like, I felt really bad for him, you know?
Oh my God. You went above and beyond for him, didn't you? Because he felt bad?
Yes. But I think he just wanted to see, I think he genuinely wanted to see my reaction. And then the next day, he comes to my dorm room. He comes to my dorm room and he's like, hey, so I don't know how to tell you this because I know it's not going to feel good, but if I tell my parents that we're friends, they'll really like you and they won't mind. But if I tell them that we're dating, they're going to hate you because you're Jewish. He cited anti-Semitism within his family as the reason he was breaking up with me.
Oh my.
And a reminder.
My ex-boyfriend's really good right now.
Yeah. I was like, reminder I dated this person and he dumped me.
Oh my God.
So it might have been that joke, which would be even funnier for my ex to have been upset about. I'm like, this guy's dick was so small. How small was it? You know, like
Holy shit, that's incredible.
Yeah,
in a bad way. Incredible in a bad way.
But who knows? That probably wasn't it. I don't know. Like who can remember? But
Oh my God, that's nuts.
nuts.
Wait, how long did you date this man?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
2 whole weeks. We were practically married. I just want to make it clear I would have dated him despite it. I don't honestly penis size. No, it's weird, but it doesn't matter to me at all. Like I don't think that's weird. I
discriminate
it
against
wouldn't
micro
have bothered me.
penises. Like,
I say that now, but you know.
Oh, if the sex is bad, I'd be out really quick.
yeah.
I mean, that was the glue about my whole relationship. I was like, yeah, we don't really have a lot of other things in common that are important, like morals and values. But
This
if I can do this for
every day, maybe I'll
I've
be
been
happy.
dickmatized before too. I dated this one guy who dickmatized.
Dickmatized.
My friend, she was like, I'm sorry. I understand you're having an amazing sex with this guy and he's making you come 9 times in a row. However, his story doesn't add up. And so she bought a report on him.
a background check.
A background
What
check.
a good
full
friend.
background check.
That's a great friend.
And she was like, first of all, she's like, I am scared to show you this because I don't want to break your heart. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, first of all, he's lying to you about his age by 10 years.
Oh,
What? How good did he look?
He looked great.
Yeah.
And he looked really good. And he was a really good talker.
How old
So I would have
was he?
believed anything he said. So he told me he was 28, but at the time he was actually 38.
you would have fucked him at 38. What's
Yeah.
the point?
I think it's just lies.
Yeah.
So like lie 1,
oh yeah.
lie 2. He'd been to jail 50 times. 50.
How's a 38-year-old going to jail 50
In and out,
times?
in
and
and out,
still
in
getting
and
out.
in and out.
What? 50? Wait, for
it is
what?
To be
California.
fair, he had told me he was banned from some countries.
And you're just like, that's cool. We don't need to talk about that.
So hot. Yeah. I'm like, what could you have done wrong? LOL. And okay, but the worst part was he told me he owned all these properties. He didn't own any property. So it was a pretty sad day for me.
I mean, that's a standard lie in LA. I feel like all those, you know.
That was the
not jail
worst.
part. Just the property
That was the worst
owning
part, is that he actually wasn't rich.
Jewish.
Oh
Do we
my
know what he
God.
went to jail for?
Okay, assault and battery, conspiracy to commit
Wait, did he tell you
felony.
these things?
No, it's on the report.
Okay, but he told you he went to jail.
He told me he was banned from some countries,
Okay, but he didn't, okay, got it.
which like that should have been a red flag.
Wait, did you ask follow-up questions? Because we did say we hate when men don't ask us questions. Did you ask questions?
He's like, it's my past. Like I haven't been in trouble with the law for over 7 years, which
Not
was
a long time.
which was true.
Okay.
And they do say every cell in your body changes after 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he was a completely different person, except for his criminal record and extensive criminal record. I mean, the fact that I had to go, that's a problem. That's a fucking problem, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he had so many offenses.
That's
Assault and battery, conspiracy to commit a felony.
What's fraud? Identity theft.
Holy shit. Wait, how long did you date this man for?
Oh my God. He was the guy that I dated before, during the other guy, after the other guy. We were on and off for years.
Oh, wow. Before or after you knew?
Oh, I kept going with it. Oh yeah, I knew within 2 weeks.
The dick
And
was
then I kept
that
going.
good.
Apparently.
Yeah. It'll do it.
That happens.
It'll
It will.
when you get dickmatized, you're done. You're dead in
Add
the
a
water.
little spice of danger.
Yeah, that's why I have to like make them wait as long as possible to like do a full vet because I know myself. I'm like, yeah.
I'm gonna fall in love.
Yeah. I usually wait as long as possible. But clearly, he's a very good con artist.
Oh no, for sure.
And I fell for it hook, line, and sinker because every word he said, I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. You know? I'm like, this guy's obsessed with me.
Why
We're going to
wouldn't
get
he be?
married. You know, I got love bombed. I stuck with it for years.
I mean, love bombing would work on me. If they're not obsessed with me, I'm like, this is a red flag. Like, if they're
How
not,
are you not meeting guys who are love bombing you? This is LA.
This is
That's all they know how to do.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not a red. If they're not, it's not a red flag for me.
Okay, got it,
Unless
got
they're
it.
banging at my door at 2 a.m. because I haven't replied to their text in 2 hours. I'm like, I don't want to.
To the you up message?
That's
Yeah.
a stalker.
I'm like, pardon?
That's a stalker.
one person's stalker is another person's true love, Mia, okay? Okay? I liked it every time.
Every time this happened more than once.
Just twice. One more than one.
Same guy.
Different guy.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm envisioning the article that comes out about this podcast and all of the shit I have said. It's fine. I was like, am I gonna fuck it? I'm already here. So it's funny because I've only had a couple of stalkers. One of them was like, like some of them are fans, people who have these parasocial relationships with you where they think they know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure you've had.
I have one.
It's really creepy.
It's very creepy. They think that there's a relationship there.
Yeah.
And it's actually just completely delusional. It's crazy. You can literally tell them, I hate you, please die. And which I have.
And they're like, wow. Yeah. And they're like, wow, she's obsessed.
Yeah, and they're like, wow, why would you hurt me like that? And then the week later, oh my God, Mia, I love you so much.
That's mental.
Oh my God, that's such a good picture.
Did you see Baby Reindeer?
No.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's about a comedian who has a stalker.
A male or female comedian?
Male. And it's a real story based off his real life. It's on Netflix. It's crazy.
Sounds
You
really
absolutely
good.
have to see it. Yeah, no, she's absolutely incredible. This show will fuck your brain.
I'm going to write that down.
I'm
Because
watching
this
it
is,
tonight.
this
It's
is
number
what
one on
I'll start
Netflix.
tonight.
It's
That's
so
Oh, so this
good.
is off. This is going off right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a Scottish comic. It all occurs in the UK. It's all based off of his real life. And it's gotten to the point where how every time a documentary comes out, everyone starts stalking the people from the documentary. And
Yeah.
people have been trying to figure out who his is and who the stalker is. And
Shoot him.
you gotta watch the
Okay.
show.
Jesus.
And
terrifying.
the show is absolutely incredible. I don't even want to say more, but he's had to put out a message being like, please stop looking for the real people. You're ruining people's lives.
Oh,
Because it's becoming a witch hunt.
Oh, shit.
no.
But people already figured out who the stalker was, but they haven't figured out the producer yet.
Oh my God.
You'll see.
That's fucking crazy.
It's
I don't
crazy.
want that. That's...
Have you ever had a stalker?
No, like just like some weird messages. Nothing I've ever like felt unsafe with. More just like boyfriends. I'm like, we have a fight. And I'm like, why are you not? They come to my door, like bang in the middle of the night and do crazy shit. I like that. But
Yeah, that's
I'm
hot.
growing.
Yeah.
But I'm growing. And now I'm trying to learn what healthy relationship and boundaries look like. Because we have a fight or an argument and they don't do that shit, I'm like, they don't love me. That's so bad.
Wait, you like fighting?
No, I don't like fighting.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
But like, if we were breaking up or we did have a fight, I'm like, why is he doing crazy shit to get me to talk to me? If I say I want space, like, why is he giving me the space that I asked for?
I think Gabby,
Yeah, that's-
you're a stonewaller, and then
Yeah.
you expect them to come break through your walls.
Yeah,
Break
obviously.
a fucking window, man.
Wait, I'm all for this logic. Wait, I'm on board.
I'm like, do the
Something is wrong with them.
Yeah, why did you respect my boundary?
yes, thank you. How
dare you.
Like, yes, I'm like, I need space. Don't talk to me for 2 days. And when they actually do it, I'm like 20 minutes later, I'm like, why the fuck are they doing what I asked them for?
I remember, that guy that I dated before my husband, I was like, yeah, I think I just need some space. And he's like, why do you need space? Like,
I
that's
would
so...
love that.
He was so... But he did it in a way that didn't make me feel good. instead of the usual.
Sorry.
I'm the opposite.
That was so
I don't
cute.
like to fight.
It was so
I know,
gentle.
but she's adorable.
What a gentle touch.
She really is.
You're the opposite?
I don't like toxic fights.
Um,
If somebody is being their worst self, they're going to bring out the worst in me, and it's just going to get worse. I don't want that.
my husband and I have never raised our voices.
That's how I like it.
Not once.
If you don't raise your voice, if you're respectful to me, like I will never raise my voice and be disrespectful to you. But then if they do start raising their voice, like I'm not going to let them walk all over me. But then it's just pointless. Like then you're just in this argument where everybody's upset and it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
I've only been in one, and honestly, it only started and continued because of COVID. I was just bored. That was it. That was it. If I actually, if real life was going on, wouldn't have continued. But I was like, I got time. I got time to fight. Like, I'm just,
That's
What else am I doing?
what am I
Spinning
gonna do?
around all day.
I was briefly dating a guy before COVID. And then when COVID hit, he's like, don't you want to quarantine with me? And I was like, no,
Yeah.
I don't actually. And that ended, well, besides the fact that I was out, I was already out, obviously.
Yeah.
Something about him like not brushing his teeth really got to me after a while.
That could be the reason.
I was like, I think it was like a hygiene thing.
Yeah. Just
Really
a big
love
part of
myself, huh? Anyway, no, it's when I was in London, the guy who I'd been dating beforehand, like 6 weeks later, after I already met my husband.
The situationship.
Yeah. I'm walking to go meet friends for lunch, and suddenly I get pulled from behind on the street and tackled to the floor.
What?
And he says, "I found you, bitch."
Who is this?
When he found you in London,
Yeah.
he
And
flew from LA.
he had work in London. I did
God, I
this
would
because
love
I think
that.
he actually did. It was just so coincidental.
I would love that.
And he's like, "Why do you want to hang out with me?" Because he'd been blowing up my phone. I had already met someone else.
Yeah.
Then he sent me a photo of a letter I had written him. And I'm like, "Why do you have this with you? Like, why are you traveling with the love letter I'd written you 3 months ago?"
Was it really a coincidence?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
There's also
There was no
I mean,
coincidence.
London's a big place
London
with
is-
millions of people.
Okay, what's crazy is that I hadn't posted anything on my story either in 24 hours. So it's like not, you know how you could see like, you could triangulate perceivably if someone posted a photo outside their window, like you
Yeah.
could kind of figure it out. There were no context clues.
I feel like men usually aren't as good at that kind of stuff. Like women are phenomenal FBI agents.
Yes.
Just in general, it's in our blood.
100%.
But men usually aren't the most observant of species.
Yeah.
And that's not their strong suit. They're great at a lot of things. We love men. That's not one of them. That's not the thing they're usually good at. But like that's like running into someone in LA. Like it's on a small town. The chances of that are very small.
I know. I think it flatters my brain to be like, he fought for me. Like he totally tracked me down. Because it's so impossible to think of it as a coincidence.
Yeah. But it's not. You're very happy.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing what I was really feeling. But it was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
This was an ex, right?
Yeah.
This is the guy she dated right before
Right
her
before my husband. But it was crazy because the juxtaposition of the behavior of this person versus the behavior of my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So it was funny because when he was literally calling me 3 times in a row. And my husband was like, "Who's calling you?" And I was like, "Honestly, the guy I dated right before you." And he goes, "Well, just answer it. Something could be wrong."
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh my, what a good person.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? No guy in LA would ever say that.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Who the fuck? Are you still dating him? What's happening with you?" Like there'd be some sort of like toxic argument about it. Mm-hmm. And of course, nothing was wrong. He just wanted to hang out. He's like, "I'm in London. I see you're in London. Like, let's hang out. I'm going to this party later." Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ugh. It's crazy.
Wow. I mean, at least he found out you moved quick too.
I moved on very quickly.
Just had to get out of LA.
Yeah. And I'm honestly really grateful for that relationship because I think it set me out on a path to actually be open to a real relationship. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I used to have that big checklist. And I think a lot of people do date when they're dating, like, it has to be this tall, has to make this much money, blah, blah, blah. And I think the checklist does keep you single.
It does.
But also, one of the things I never put on there was wants to be with me. And only me.
Yeah.
And that should be number one.
It's a bit meant like that's just a given though, isn't it?
You think.
Yeah.
You think. And then there are guys who are like, "I'm not ready to commit to you. I want to date a whole bunch of other people first and figure it out while still having the girlfriend experience."
Yeah. See, I hate there's like so much online, like someone's like, scrolling on TikTok, so much terrible dating advice.
Yeah.
That people are giving like men and women, begging to like both sexes. I'm like, it's just dating someone who wants to be with you, spend time with you, and doesn't want to put their dick somewhere else. It's basically it.
Isn't that crazy?
It's actually so simple.
Yeah.
And there's like all these like toxic strategies and tips. I'm like, oh my, I've never thought like that at all. I'm like, cool, you like me? Awesome, I like you. That's it.
The people that I know that play games are still single.
I hate games.
And I would be taking dating advice from these people.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would I take dating advice from someone who's single when I want to be in a relationship? Mm-hmm. And then the second I stopped playing games is the second when I got into this marriage. It's crazy.
Do you tell him that you liked him early on?
We were obsessed with each other immediately. But yeah, like I would text him 3 times in a row and not care. I'd be like,
yeah.
beep, beep, it's me again.
I'm the same person. I will get back right away. I don't wait. I say, I like you. I'm into you. Like, I give them compliments, like, up the ass. Like, I don't want to play games at all. I want them to know I really like you. And what they do with it, like, it's up to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. So I don't think of it as like game playing. I just like can't physically say it.
You don't
That
like
makes
to be vulnerable.
Yes, that's it. I'm not trying to play a game.
Yeah.
I just don't like being vulnerable.
It is hard to be vulnerable.
And
It's
even
used
just
to
saying that
practice.
makes me want to throw up.
I know. It does take actual practice. But I remember
Oh,
I was with
God.
a friend and I got a text from my ex and who I was dating at the time, this guy. And she flipped my phone over and she was like, let him feel something.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
He already feels something. He's texting you.
I should have just responded. I wanted to respond. I should
Yeah.
have. That would have been authentic to me. I don't care if I respond immediately. Like, I'm interested.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really bad dating advice to play games, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I text back straight away and like a lot of times in a row. But yeah, okay. No game playing. Mia, if I ever come to you with game playing, just set me straight, will you?
I will.
Is there anything you want to plug or
My butt.
shout out?
No. I got a bunch of show dates coming up and I'll be back in Europe doing shows. So check my Instagram, Leah Lamarr, LeahLamarr for show dates. I always post them there. And I got some other stuff coming out. Oh, a TV show coming out in mid-May.
Just casually.
I don't know. I'm like really awkward about stuff like this. Just follow me on Instagram and you'll see all the things so I don't have to crumble into a piece of dust talking about how things are going well. Thank you.
Butt plugs won't make you crumble, but like, you know, just being like, my show, my career, just
Yeah,
like
things are going really well. Bye.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself. Yeah.
Thank you for watching Out of Bed. I was not crying. Anyone who says I was is lying. And please give us 5 stars because I shed a tear and that's a very rare thing.
And if you saw my nipple, no, you didn't.
If you saw her nipple, then give us 6 stars out of 5. And subscribe because don't be fucking cheap, man.